Good morning, grade 3. Are you ready to learn and have fun in our new and exciting discussion today? Alright, so now before we start our lesson, we will have our short prayer. Amen. Now, to know if there's an absent, we will be having our attendance first. If you hear your name, just say present, okay? Alright, so no one is absent today. Now, we have our classroom rules. First, listen to your teacher and raise your hand if you want to speak or if you want to answer. Be respectful to everyone. Follow instruction and always do your best so that our room or our classroom will be engaging and fun to learn. Now, before we proceed in our discussion, we will be having an activity. And this activity will be called Where in the Philippines. All you have to do is to tell me what is on the picture or what can you say about the picture that I will be going to flash here. So number 1, what can you say about this picture? Very good. It is mountain, but specifically, it is a chocolate hills that we can see in Bohol. Now, what do you think this is? Very good. It is a mascara. They have paint on their faces. And this is a festival. So what about this? Yes, that's right. It's a Boracay, or this is an island or a beach that people come here to relax and enjoy. Now, do you want to learn more and explore new places, things, and foods here in the Philippines? Alright, do you have any idea what is our lesson for today? If none, our lesson for today is all about the regions of the Philippines. Now, for the first one, let's talk about Region 9 or the Zamboanga Peninsula. Alright, so this region, during the Spanish period, that until now, people there are still using this influence in their new everyday skills. So, ang Zamboanga ay kilala the city known for Little Hong Kong of the South dahil daw may kapareho daw or may katugma ito sa lugar na Hong Kong. Ang Zamboanga ay may 4 na probinsya. Una ay ang Zamboanga del Norte o ang kapital nito ay Dipolog City. Zamboanga del Sur, ang kapital naman nito ay Pagadian. Zamboanga, ang kapital naman nito ay Sibugay Civil. At panghuli ay Zamboanga City o Zamboanga City pa rin. Ang mga languages daw na ginagamit dito ay Chabacano, Cebuano, English, Subanon, Ilonggo, Tagalog, Tausug at Spanish. Now let us look into the beautiful and tangible culture spots here in Zamboanga Peninsula. So the first one is the Spanish sardines. It is one of the delicacy of Zamboanga Peninsula. So sa Zamboanga, kilala ang mga sardines capital of the Philippines dahil sa maraing lang supply nito at masasarap daw ang mga luto nito. Next one is the Coracha. It is a Japacano translation of also known as Spanish crab or red crab. Dito rin kilala ang mga crabs na masasarap na luto o karamihan mas makukuha dito sa Zamboanga. Next one is the Rizal National Park kung saan ito ay kilala dito sa dapitan na ipinatayo ni Jose Rizal o ang ating pambansang bayani. Dito rin makikita sa Zamboanga ang Rizal National Park. And the next one are the festivals here in Zamboanga na patuloy na ginagawa at ginaganap. The first one is the Zamboanga Hermosa Festival. Kung makikita niyo sa pictures, there's a lot of dancers who are doing the ethnic cultures and traditions. Also, the Regata Zamboanga, ito naman yung mga colorful beaches na makikita rin or paunahan bridge siya na ginagawa sa Zamboanga. And then, these are the major industries. The mining, fishing, and the coconut oil. So now let us talk about the Region 10 or the Northern Mindanao. Here in Northern Mindanao, there are 5 provinces. The first one is the Bukidnon. Ang kapital ng Bukidnon ay Malaybalay. Misamis Oriental o ang Cagayan de Oro. Misamis Occidental o ang Orioqueta. Lanao del Norte o ang Tubod. At ang Camiguin at ay, ang capital naman ng Camiguin ay Mambadyao. Now, here in Region 10 or the Northern Mindanao, there are 8 languages that they use. English, Cebuano, Bukidnon, Hiligaynon, Maranao, Ivatan, Tausug, Kinamigin, Waray at Subanon. Maraming mga languages ang ginagamit sa Northern Mindanao. Now, let us look their beautiful, intangible, and tangible culture spots here in Northern Mindanao. So, the first one is the pastel. As you can see in the picture, ito yung tinapay na may iba't ibang flavors. Kilala siya sa Northern Mindanao dahil daw sa taglay nitong sarap, sabi nila. Dahil nga, iba-iba yung mga flavors na maaaring matikman ng mga tao doon or maaaring mga pumuntang mga tourists. And then the next one is the Erección de Pueblo. Ito naman ay isang statue na matatagpuan sa Malaybalay. Next one is the Mount Kitanlag Range or the National Park. Ito naman ay tinaguraan ding second home of Rafflesia dahil sa flowers nito. And then the next one is the Subayan Cake Festival. Isa rin siyang culture or tradition na patuloy na ginagawa sa Northern Mindanao. And these are the major industries here in Northern Mindanao. So the first one in Misamis Oriental, it is the center of trade industry and commerce due to its strategic location. Dahil sa ganda ng lugar na yon, pakilala rin ang Misamis Oriental. Then the next one in Misamis Occidental naman, ito naman yung mga foods, na seafoods, and mga products such as shellfish, crabs, and then the other agricultural sources. And in Camiguin, it offers the pristine beaches and scenic views of sea and mountains. Sobrang ganda rin ng lugar na ito sa Camiguin. And then, next one is the Bukidnon. Ang Bukidnon naman ay kilala sa abundance or in pineapple plantation. Dito naman din nagmumula yung mga pineapple na prutas. Karamihan dito nanggagaling yung mga pineapple natin. So, then the last one is in Lanao del Norte, has developed agricultural industry due to its massive land and centers in agriculture. So, marami silang mga napatayong mga land, mga industries, or yung mga lugar na makikilala naman din sa Northern Mindanao. Ito nga yung one of the major industries na sa Lanao del Norte matatagpuan. So now, let us talk about the Davao region or the Region 11. So Mount Apo is the highest peak of the country, can be found in Davao region. It has an elevation of 2,954 meters. So dito sa Region 11 or sa Davao region natin, matatagpuan ang Mount Apo or yung pinakamataas na bundok. So, saan na nga po ulit natin matatagpuan ng Mount Apo? Very good. Sa may Davao or sa Davao Region 11. And these are the languages that used in Davao Region. Davaoenyo, Cebuano, English, Tagalog. Marami sila ring mga languages na nabuo or mga ginagamit sa Davao Region. Now, let us look in their intangible and tangible culture spots in Davao Region. So, the first one is the Japanese tunnel. Ito yung Japanese tunnel na ginamit ng mga Filipino noon during World War II para paglagyan ng mga gamit nila or maaaring sila rin mismo ang magstay dito. Next one is the Rojas Avenue Night Market sa Davao City. Rin matatagpuan naman yung iba't ibang mga pagkain na maaaring puntahan ng mga tao doon or mga tourist doon. And then the next one is the sutukil, or ito yung pagkain na kilawin na niluluto lang ng mga tao gamit ang suka lang. Then the next one is yung durian. Kilala natin ang durian, or yung mga hindi sa iba sa inyo or hindi pa kilala, ang durian ay isang prutas na mabaho ang amoy, pero ang sabi ng iba ay maganda naman daw ang lasa. So the next one is the Kadayawan Festival. So, kagaya ng mga past regions, there are also festivals na mga traditions na patuloy nilang ginagawa. Ito nga yung Kadayawan Festivals, Bulawan Festivals, and other industries naman na mag-focus ang Davao region is yung agriculture, and they are focusing on the wood processing and grain processing. Areas are fully developed for large-scale operations, with the region being an enormous producer of lumber in the country. So those are the things or the tangible and intangible spots na makikita natin sa Davao region. Dahil sa mga kagandahan itong mga sikat din na lugar, kaya pinupuntahan din siya ng mga tao, gaya nga ng Rojas Avenue, na maaaring puntahan ng mga tourist spot, mga tourists na pupuntahan nila dahil sa mga masasarap itong foods and the unique foods na maaari nilang subukan. Now, let us go to the Region 12 or the Sorsogon. So there are also 8 languages that Region 12 use. The Tiboli, Balaan, Cotabato, Manobo, Tagalog English, Tagbanwa, Hiligaynon. So there are a lot of languages na ginagamit din ng mga tao doon. Ang Sorsogon ay stands for South Cotabato, Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, at General Santos. Yun ang ibig sabihin ng Sorsogon. Ano na nga po ulit ang ibig sabihin ng Sorsogon? Very good. South Cotabato, Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Sarangani, at General Santos. Now, let us look naman sa kanilang mga intangible at tangible culture spots ng Sorsogon region or the Region 12. So, the first one is the Japanese abandoned World War bunker. So, kanina sa Region 11, ang meron doon ay ang Japanese tunnel. Ngayon dito naman is yung Japanese abandoned World War bunker. Ito rin yung parang pinupuntahan ng mga tao para taguan nila during mga World War II or mga laban ng mga iba't ng mga Pilipino laban sa ibang lahi. Then there are also festivals. The first one is the Tinalak Festivals na patuloy na ginaganap sa Region 12. And ang Region 12, ang sa General Santos City, kilala as the tuna capital of the Philippines dahil sa mga source nitong mga tuna, maraming mga tuna na maaaring kuhanan o mas kilala ang General Santos ito dahil nga sa tuna na marami doon. And that is for Region 12. Now let's talk about for Region 13 or the Caraga region. Caraga region. So sa Caraga region naman, there are 5 provinces. The Agusan del Norte or ang kapital ay Cabadbaran, Agusan del Sur or Prosperidad, Dinagat Islands or San Jose, Surigao del Norte or Surigao, Surigao del Sur o Tandag. So sa Caraga region, ang kilala siya as the Visayan word Kalagan or Kalag na ang ibig sabihin daw ay soul or people and an being land. Kilala ang Caraga sa malawak nitong land. Now, there are 5 languages that use in Caraga. Surigao-non, Cebuano, Butuanon, Manobo, at Visayan. So, these are mga intangible and tangible culture spots in Caraga. So, the first one is the Surigao Island, kung saan isa siyang beach na magandang pinupuntahan din ng mga tourists kasi nga fresh air dito and then fresh waters daw. Then the next one is the Dayasan Floating Village kung saan napapailaliman ng tubig or dagat yung mga bahay doon ng mga tao. And the next one is yung kilalang pagkain doon ay ang adobong sahang or the adobong saang spider shell. Nagmula daw to sa spider or yung mga shells doon. Pero kilala siya kasi nga tanyag dahil sa sarap nito, dahil sa maanghang siya, spiciness food. And then, there are also festivals here in Caraga region. The Angot Festival, kung saan isa siyang tradition din na patuloy na ginagawa sa region na to. And these are the major industries. Agricultural products of this region centers on rice, corn, coconut, and banana. They also evident from this region. They are also active in mining as the region has stone of mineral deposits of iron, gold, silver. So kilala naman ang region ng Caraga dahil sa mga pagmimina nito or kilala din to dahil sa tanyag nitong mga mineral deposits or sa dami ng mga ng mga gold, iron, and silver nila. Alright, so for the next one, let's talk about the Cordillera Administrative Region, or the CAR, or the CAR region. So here in Cordilleras, there are 6 provinces. The Abra or the Banged, Apayao or Cabugao, Benguet or La Trinidad, Ifugao or Lagawe, Kalinga or Tagum, Mountain Province or Bontoc. So dito sa Cordillera, there are 8 languages na ginagamit. Ang Tagalog, English, Ilocano, Iloco. So maraming mga languages din na patuloy na ginagawa or ginagamit dito sa Caraga region. So now, let us look to the intangible and tangible culture spots here in Cordillera Administrative Region. So the first one is the Buscalan Village. Dito naman yung isang bundok sa Kalinga Provinces kung saan kilala natin, sikat dahil kung saan makikilala natin ang sikat na magtatato ni si Apo Wang O. Dito siya nakatira. So the next one is the Hanging Coffins of Sagada. Ito naman yung mga located sa Baga or sa Sagada sa Mountain Province kung saan nakahang lang sa gilid ng bundok yung mga namayapang kamag-anak nila ng mga Igorot. And then the next one is the Baguio Cathedral. Ito naman ay isang tinatawag na Our Lady of Atonement Cathedral. Isa siyang Roman Catholic Church. So the next one is the Itag or the Etag. Ito naman daw yung isang technique or nakagawian doon ng mga tao kung saan isang paraan ng pagluluto ng karne, kung saan nga pinapatuyo muna nila dito ng nakasabit at saka nila to iihaw upang mas lumasa daw ito. So the next one is the tapuay. It is a rice wine of the Philippines. Ito naman yung mga pagkain na nasa isang lagayan, yung mga kanin at iba't ibang dishes tuwing na inihahanda tuwing may okasyon doon. And then there are also festivals. Ito yung kilala natin lahat or mas kilala sa Panagbenga Festival kung saan sineselebrate siya tuwing February and kung saan din karamihan dito or mas kilala rito is all about the flowers. So now let us look to the major industries. This region, products and industries include the ethnic wood carving and hand-woven materials, also known to be source of highland vegetables such as carrots, potatoes, broccoli, cauliflower, and lettuce and all vegetables or strawberries and the other industries din. Kilala dito ang Caraga sa mga karamihan or sa mga magagandang prutas nito or sa mga gulay nito. Now, let us move forward to another region, the National Capital Region or the NCR. So, here in NCR, in the present time, the region consists of Caloocan City, City of Manila, Las Piñas City, Taguig City, Muntinlupa City, and there's a lot of city here. But it is the center of financial, educational, political, and cultural progression of the country. So, dito, there are one provinces only, the Manila or the Metro Manila. And matatagpuan naman natin dito ang mga intangible and tangible culture spots sa National Capital Region. So, una ay ang bamboo organ of St. Joseph Parish Church. So, isa siyang known as the structures or kilala bilang church. And then the next one naman is the Bonifacio Monument. Ito naman ay matatagpuan sa Caloocan City upang makilala natin ang ating bayani na si Andres Bonifacio na nagtatag ng kikiki or kataas-taasang kagalang-galang katipunan ng mga anak ng bayan. And then the next one is the UST or the University of Santo Tomas. Ito naman ay isang sikat din na paaralan sa Metro Manila. At ilan pong mga festivals dito na patuloy din ginagawa ay ang mga ang mga Laval de Manila festivals and the San Juan Bautista festivals. But also, dito rin makikita yung mga shrine or the EDSA shrine, yung mga statue na kilala din sa Manila or the Pinaglabanan shrine na yung mga ipinatay noon or mga ipinatayo noon. Now, the major industries here in Manila are central districts in the major business Central districts are in the region including the Makati Business, the BGC, or among the others. Mas kilala dito sa Manila yung BGC or the Bonifacio Global City. Now class, let us go back to our last region or the BARMM, the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. So, in BARMM region, it was heavily influenced by Islamic region, and this region is diversified with historical arts, culture. Due to its autonomy, it has its own government and laws that governs the people anchored to their beliefs and folkways. So, ang Bangsamoro was derived of two words, namely Bangsa and Moro. Ibig sabihin naman daw ng nation or people, and then the native term means Muslim. So, dito naman makikita yung mga Muslim or karamihan nakatira dito ay mga Muslim sa region na to. And there are 5 provinces here in Bangsamoro region. The Basilan or ang capital nito ay Isabela City, Lanao del Sur or Marawi City, Maguindanao o Sharif Agwak, Sulu or Angholo, and then Tawi-Tawi o Panglima, Sugala. Now, ang mga languages naman sa Bangsamoro naman ay ang English, Visayan, Chabacano. These are the widely spoken here in BARMM region. Okay, so now let us look to the intangible cultures of Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. So, ang first one is the Binta Festival. Ito is para siyang, kagaya nung una, isa siyang tradition ng mga vote or mga yachna that defines the cultures and identity of mga Badjaus. So, the next one is the Sheikh Karimu Festival. It is also a celebration significant to the whole region of Muslim Mindanao. Ginaganap din siya sa mga churches para makilala yung mga Muslim. And then the next one is the Tomb of Datu Mastura and Sultan Kadarat. So, tomb of the greatest contributor who helps to realize the modernization of the province and hero who protected the people from any foreign invaders and preserving their culture and peace. It can be located on the town center of Sharif Agwak in Mindanao. So, siya yung tumulong or nakatulong sa bansa, sa lugar nila para sa mga balak or sa mga hindi magagandang balak ng ibang mga tao. So, the next one is the tomb of Jose Abad Santos. So, siya ay namatay. Siya ang former Chief Justice ng lugar dito sa BARRM o sa Muslim. Namatay siya during the firing squad ng mga kalaban ng mga Japanese noon. Ang sabi niya sa anak niya, ipakita mo daw na matapak ka. So, isa siyang magaling na tulong or tagapagligtas din ng bansa nila. And then the next one is the dulang. Ang dulang naman ay isang pagkain din na kilala or lagi din inihahanda kapag may mga okasyon. Ito nga yung iba't ibang food sa gitna, ganon. And then, there's a lot of mga sikat na pagkain na inihahanda nila tuwing may okasyon nga. And then, these are the major industries. Thriving industries in the region include mangosteen, cantuna, mango, and poultry products. So, ito yung mga sikat na mga industries doon sa lugar nila. Alright, did you enjoy our adventure and your new learnings today? If yes, we will be having an activity. Okay, so for your activity, you have to choose one region and write 2 things you like about it. It's either a place or food that you wanted to try. You can write it down on clean paper. Are you done? Alright, now to know if you really understand our lesson, we will be having a short quiz. All you have to do is to read the questions carefully and choose the correct answer by circling the letter of your answer. I will be giving the papers, the test papers or the quiz papers later on. Alright, so are you done, grade 3? Okay, so it looks like that you really understand our lesson today and really enjoyed our adventure today in the regions of the Philippines. So for your assignment, you have to choose one region. You can print out or draw or cut out any pictures about one region, and it could be a famous landmark, food or place, and then you have to paste it on a clean bond paper. And of course, ask help on your parents or guardians when you have to cut out the pictures. And then, explain it on the pinakababa ng papel kung bakit yun yung napili mong region, or bakit ito yung foods, or bakit ito yung place na nilagay mo doon. Is either favorite mo, magiging favorite mo siya, or gusto mo siyang mapuntahan, or gusto mo siyang matry. Alright, and that is for today, class. Thank you and goodbye, class.